Ghetto. I mean, hello. Hi, guys. Good Shabbos. Okay, so it's me, Seth Rudetsky from the Jewish Bway Alliance. So I'm here with Tom Kidd, and he texted me, do you have to get dressed up? And I was like, not at all. And then I went so much further than I ever thought I would. I'm just wearing a sports bra. I don't know what's happening. Sorry, Tom. Okay, so I'm going to introduce everybody's here. I wish I knew how to, I just got a new computer. I don't really know how to do not disturb yet. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. Anyway, okay, so it's the Broadway Shabbat. So I have here in New York, there's Tom Kidd, composer and also lyricist, by the way. Thank you. Almost famous. And then host of what I'm going to be on this Monday. Well, I'm going to film it Monday. Go Fact Yourself. It's G-rated, people. Go Fact Yourself. I have Jay Keith, and then the last name is so beyond not Jewish, like Van Schratten. Wait, what's your last name, dear?
It is Van Schratten.
I can't. Okay, so we're going to talk about their version of Judaism and why there's a whole connection here. And then we have from the West Coast, we have star, I always want to say of High School Musical, but I feel like it's maybe Fame. Which one is it, Lizzie Weiss? Both?
Of course, both. High School Musical was the Broadway national tour, yeah.
Just forget. And in High School Musical, you played, there's a cancer?
Yeah, no. She was Martha Cox, the brainiac with the secret passion for hip hop.
Mm-hmm. Natch. Apostrophe Natch. Okay, and then I have from the West Coast, direct from Malibu, I have not just the Lembecks, but I have Rusty Frank, who began watching our Broadway Shabbat and somehow connected with the Lembecks, and you literally got a ladder and climbed through the window. This is like a hostage situation. Rusty, how did you get in the Lembecks' house? What's happening?
Well, I started watching the Broadway Shabbat, and it really pulled me in. I've started lighting my candles every week with you at 3:00 out here on the West Coast, drinking about a big bottle of Manischewitz. And then I found them on Facebook. And so I just wrote to Lorna, and she then looked at my Facebook page to make sure I wasn't loony bin. And then we said, let's get together and we'll surprise Seth one day. So here's me surprising you.
Surprise.
Well, Rusty, you remind me a little bit of The Shining, only in the sense that when you see the hotel The Shining, there's like, you see the bartender and he was actually alive 200 years ago. You sent me a picture from your past on Facebook, and it looks like you were 30 in 1910. So what is happening in this photo here? What's happening?
I'm dancing with Peter Minton, and that's in the 1980s, probably 1984, 85. And we were dancing at the Art Deco ball.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to say brava. I love it, Rusty. By the way, Rusty, it's not a Jewish first name. What's your real name? Rachala?
I'm not telling.
Okay, that's what I said.
And she wrote a book about tap dancing.
Oh, right, you're the tapper. God, we should have a performance. By the way, Lorna, it happens every single time. So I say it was going to be a guest star, and as soon as I said she was a flight attendant in Airplane, Tom Kidd and Jay Keith had a breakdown. So I can't tell you how many fans you have. You don't have as many fans from your Australian TV show, where you also played Christine Ebersol. I don't know who. What's the name of this show? Oh, wait, there it is. What's it called? Flying Doctors. You don't have as many fans of that, but Lorna, your film history will always be something that brings joy to everybody, I say.
That's nice to know. Hi,
And
guys.
Lembeck, I'm a fan of all your directing of Friends. By the way, did I ask you this? What was your favorite episode that you directed of Friends? Because I love them all.
My favorite one? Oh my gosh.
Jay Keith said the one you won the Emmy for. Jay Keith, because he hosts Go Fact Yourself, he knows these kind of inside scoops. What did you win the Emmy for, Michael?
The one after the Super Bowl.
Okay, Jay Keith, you're driving me crazy. He's literally saying your answer as you say it. Wait, was that the one with Brooke Shields or something? Is that the one?
She was in it. Yeah, she was one of the. Julia Roberts was in that one.
Wait, was it the one where Rachel and Monica switched names? Where they go to the doctor and they pretend they're the other
No,
person?
that was the one I did at the end of the first season.
You did that one also?
Yeah.
Wait, why have I had zero respect for you till right now? I had no idea, Michael. Turns out you're talented. Okay. This is the kind of comedy we get on Shabbat.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, Jay Keith, I'm going to be honest. Jay Keith is hosting Go Fact Yourself. The main reason he's here, he does have the Judaica background, but I had him on my show Seth Speaks because I'm going to be doing Go Fact Yourself on Monday with Julie Klausner, and you have to give a list of the things that you are an expert at that's not your career. So I panicked, and finally I think I wrote down natural disasters because I wanted to be a weatherman when I was a kid, and I held these books on earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes. I put down Carly Simon because I'm obsessed with her, the Brady Bunch, also the Brady Bunch Variety Hour. But I said to Jay Keith, what would you be an expert at if you were on the show? And he immediately said, next to normal. And then a la Rusty Frank, he did the hostage situation, and he showed up tonight with Tom Kitt.
Oh, that's crazy.
Next to normal, as we see. And I started quizzing Jay Keith. He actually is an expert. Okay, Jay Keith, what's the name of the song that played off Broadway, but then they wound up cutting?
Costco, I believe, is the one you're talking about.
Okay, bravo. Okay, who was the original father off Broadway?
Off Broadway was what's his name? Shrek.
He doesn't go by Shrek, dear, but you are right. He played Shrek. He was Brian Darcy James. But he'll answer to
Everybody does
Shrek.
that, though.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, what about who replaced the son on Broadway because there was like a conflict going on?
Ooh, well, I know Kyle Dean Massey was at one point.
Correct, Kyle Dean Massey. He was okay. So Tom Kitt, do you have any trivia questions you want to ask expert Jay Keith about the show that you wrote?
Or would you like to run?
Wow. Who played Dan and Diana at the Cutting Room Shikaboom concert in 2002?
Oh, that I do not know.
That's a deep
too
cut, cutting room.
Cut.
Okay,
I could probably rattle off a few other Dan and Dianas, but not that
before
one.
you answer, by the way, the reason Jay Keith would know that is because Jay Keith, where have you seen Next to Normal? Go.
Oh, of course, I've seen it on Broadway. I've seen it in LA. I flew to Toronto to see the end of the original tour. I've gone to Argentina twice to see different versions. I went to Washington
Oh my gosh.
Center. I went to London to see the West End version, and I live in Los Angeles, so I've seen all over town, everywhere from downtown LA to La Mirada to Simi Valley. I have a network of people out there who know enough about me that they will let me know when a production of Next to Normal is playing in my area so that I can go see it. And again, I promise I don't want to touch your food or anything weird like that.
Before Tom
I just
answers,
like your show.
I had Julie Kloster on the show, and he was talking about seeing the immersive version. If you don't know, Next to Normal is about a mother and she has mental illness in the family. Anyway, we were talking about the immersive version of Next to Normal, and Julie said, my version of the immersive version of Next to Normal is basically Rosh Hashanah at my house. I thought it was hilarious. Okay, what is the answer to the cutting room parents?
Ooh, Sherry Renee Scott and Norbert Leo Butz.
Oh my God, where is the
last
bootleg?
5 years reunion.
The last 5 years reunion. Okay, so Cantor Lizzie Weiss, Chazan Lizzie Weiss. We're going to start with you, candle lighting. Jay Keith, we light candles on Shabbat. By the way, Jay Keith really didn't grow up doing anything. By the way, neither did I. I don't know why I'm pretending I know any rituals. Cantor Lizzie Weiss, why do we light candles on Shabbat?
Wait, can I just say, Tom Kitt, that like I'm such a fan, and I totally like based on your reputation thought you had to have been like at least 30 years older than me, and
No.
it's not true. You're just this young, really accomplished man who, when I was like in college, you were also in college, but you just already written everything, or not?
Well, not only accomplished, but also, by the way, stunning and can be a model, and by the way, can pass, as we say during when they're rounding up. Okay, what's up with that, Tom? It's infuriating. Go.
I have no comment.
So angry.
But thank you for your compliment. I feel old, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're not here. All right, Lizzie Weiss. By the way, I met you many times, and this is your reaction. Hey, Seth. Never. I was a fan of yours. None of that. It was just shrug. And you're.
I literally blank messaged you that I was a fan, and I wanted to fly you to LA to celebrate.
I like my version. I like my comedy version. All right. So
Seth, I'm such a fan. I've been listening to you since I was 12 years old. No.
Oh, wait,
I
that's just
thought that.
ruined it. All right, Lizzie Weiss, let's have some candle lighting. First, tell everybody why we're actually, I'm going to get the candles here. Why don't you guys? Who's
So
familiar?
first of all, this is my grandma Mickey. May her memory be a blessing. Her candles, and I always not her candlesticks, and
Beautiful.
yeah. And I want to say, well, we light candles to really. Judaism is so much about having rituals that are visible to really sanctify the moment and bringing in light. If you think about let there be light, when God created the earth, it started with light. And so if I've learned anything over the last, 12 years of being clergy, it's that there's not one right answer, but there are answers that are meaningful to each of us. So for me, it's a little bit, it's separation. It's like literally kadosh, and doing the kiddush and doing the candle blessings is all about separation, because separation is what makes things special. So we bring in the light of Shabbat for a couple of reasons. One is it's a way to mark this ritual. Number two is, well, we bring in every holiday, and we actually close Shabbat and Havdalah with candle lighting. And it's actually an act of creation. So I want to give you guys one little trivia. I think I've shared this once, but a lot of people don't know, like, why do you cover your eyes? Even in Judaism, even in like all of our symbols, like we want everything to feel special. So if we, so for one thing, I'm going to move it backwards. We cover the challah, so the challah doesn't see that it was not blessed first. We cover our eyes because technically you're not supposed to light, use a match or a lighter on Shabbat. So it's kind of like, bring Shabbat. Oh my God, how did that get lit? So,
okay, plausible deniability. Thank you.
Okay. And here we
Can
go.
I just add that the closing number of Next to Normal is called Light? Thank you.
Oh, also, my triplet brother, sister, and I sing Light in a show we do called Triple Threat.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I'm a triplet, and we all sing, and our theme for our concert was Light, and that was many years ago. But
There's a lot of Tom Kidd ass kissing, and it's making me angry. All right, let's light candles.
You're the one who decided to bring Tom Kidd onto the
I
show.
knew he was going to show up.
Okay, I might.
Seth made a costume change, by the way. He looks great.
I'm sorry. Hold on. That lighter's not working. Oh.
You want to light your candles? No, just let her light them because they're behind me and they'll light my hair on fire. Yeah.
Oh, Michael Lembeck on the guitar. Excellent.
Always.
Seriously.
Okay.
Hold on. This is what happens when you didn't grow up a smoker. We have this issue at Temple that nobody knows how to light matches or.
Nobody has matches.
Hi. Yes, I know. I'm new.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Look
at those candles.
Oh,
What?
How did that happen?
Lizzie, we're going along with your yes and. Oh my God.
Well,
I'm so dumb. Oh my God. Okay.
Set us up for failure. Okay, hold on. Look, I'm wearing a cuter shirt now. It's a little more respectful for Hashem. Okay, so now we're gonna do. Hi, Rustala. Rustala, would you like to do one of the brachas? Would you like to do the wine or the bread?
Do you want to do one?
You could do the bread.
Okay. So somebody else has.
So I'll do the wine. I happen to have some wine right here.
Okay.
right behind you if you want to hold it.
Oh, I guess that's fine. Okay, hold on, please.
Here, you can hold this.
What are we doing first?
Pen or something.
Are we doing the wine?
Wine.
Okay.
The wine.
Here we go.
Who's are you gonna do it, Seth?
I'll have Jake Heath do it because he's never done it before.
Yeah.
You ever done the wine?
Oh, there we
I
go.
don't think so.
Okay. So it's the old chestnut of, do you know the beginning, like Baruch? Keep going.
Eloheinu something.
Melech
Haolam.
Haolam. And then do you know the end of it?
Bore Puri Hagafen.
Hey, a bunch of Jews.
L'chaim.
Here, I shall share my glory, so share my COVID. Here we go.
Now here's the challah. It was covered, so it wouldn't feel bad.
I have a covered challah too. Ho, please. Delicious.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Mm,
Covered
sweet.
challah. Okay, Rusty, you can do the challah blessing.
Okay, so just remember, Seth, I'm a dancer singer, not a singer dancer.
That's okay. We used to have a separate singing chorus and dancing chorus, so it's old
Yeah,
school.
I'll do
I
the
like
tap
that.
chorus
Touch
next.
the challah.
Okay.
Touch someone who's touching them. Okay, here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Beautiful.
Hey!
Russ, you're amazing, turns out. Here's my covered challah, like a covered wagon. I'll give a piece in just a moment. Hey, get out of there, baby.
Sharing with all of you.
So before we go to the Mishnah Berach,
Wait, can I tell you something?
oh, sorry.
Yes?
Here.
Lizzie, you look very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
You really
Okay, I just want to say that I was in Palm Springs at a clergy convention.
Natch.
Actually, I was not to name drop, but she would like people to know this. And I was at lunch with Lisa Loeb, who was sharing a song, a Hanukkah song that she wrote. Anyway, that has nothing to do with it. But this wonderful man named Jamie, if you're watching, Jamie, please say hello. He stopped me in the deli, in Sherman's Deli, and said, "Are you Lizzie Weiss?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you Cantor Lizzie Weiss?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I watch you on Jewish Bway Alliance Shabbat."
Oh my God, we're coast to coast.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was so sweet. And then he turned out I was doing a concert a week later there, and he and his husband came to the concert.
Wait, so I literally got you a fan. Yay!
What do you mean? Lorna's my fan?
Definitely. Always have been.
Hey, Seth,
Yes.
can I say, I want to say hi to my friend Loveland. She's in the Boston area, and she and I are going to be roommates on your Iceland Broadway cruise.
I wouldn't possibly
Hi,
dare
lovely.
use Shabbat to promote my Broadway cruise to Iceland in July. Thank you. Starring Ariel Satchel, Norm Lewis, and Emily Skinner. Thanks, Rustala. How fun.
And I'm trying to get the Lembecks to go. They
Are
want to
you sure it's not Greenland?
Oh,
Iceland.
went there. We're
Oh,
501c3.
Tina said hi. She said hi.
Oh,
See you on the cruise. By the way, everyone, I got an incredible present in the mail. A photo from 50 years ago that's black and white and signed to me. It is from Captain Cool himself, Michael Lembeck.
I'm swooning.
I'm going to pass it around. Now, Tom, I know that you have the most fans in this room, but Michael is second. If people don't know, Lembeck, by the way, he sent me an emergency text. I must have your address. And then you FedEx that to me. It was vital that I got that. And I hope people in the audience are fans of Captain Cool. In case you're like, I have no idea what Captain Cool is. I couldn't possibly.
It's me, Captain Cool, and the Kongs.
Anybody?
Oh, God help me.
Nope.
Right here.
No, she won't. And part two, Tom Kidd, in case you're looking for someone to play the tenor in your next musical, Next to Normal, but next is spelled Nekst, as in Captain Cool. Listen to these high notes.
Hold it. Tom, it was 1978. Be kind.
But Michael, there were no carbs in the 70s. I mean, I've never seen anything skinnier.
I weighed 128.
Had you done Boys in Company C before that? Were you?
No,
No. Oh, was that?
I did Company C. No, I did Company C, then that. No, did that, then Company C. I had to shave my head, and then
Right.
we had to change our look for the next season.
If you watch the Boys in Company C, his long hair is shaved off on camera.
It's the biggest laugh in the movie.
But hold on, Lembeck's, you got it.
Yes.
When you met, I know you've done Airplane already, Lorna, but when you met off Broadway, was Michael still tipping the scales at 124 or had he moved up to 130?
Oh, no, I was up to 135, a good 135.
Yeah. He was.
Incredibly impressive. Okay, moving on. We're going to now do our Misha Berach, which is our prayer. And I got some names sent in, which I'm going to read in the middle of this. This is very sweet. Look at this, Michael Lembeck. Seeing Michael Lembeck here on Fridays reminds me of seeing his father in the movie. It's a very nice memory. What movies should we see with your dad, Michael Lembeck?
Well, he did about 80 of them.
This answer, hold on. Of course, this one's answering trivia. What? Yes, dear?
Was it Solid 17?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
number right?
probably the most famous, not the most modern, but the most famous of all the movies because of its lofty stature in the cinema world. That's a fantastic movie to see him in. He was late 20s, early 30s, I think. And he had just done 3 years in Mr. Roberts on Broadway and then Stalag 17 on Broadway. And then Otto Preminger produced the movie Stalag 17 and wanted a comic and not my dad to play the part. So Billy Wilder, who directed it, was a week into the shoot and said, pardon, I'll clean this up. He said, get that effing comic out of here and get me that kid from New York. So they stopped shooting and brought my dad out and went back and refilmed and then shot the rest of the movie.
Wow.
First of all, what a coup for your dad. And second of all, were you one of those kids that grew up backstage in Broadway dressing rooms?
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
absolutely, yeah.
His stories
Yeah,
are
I have-
unbelievable.
I have, yeah.
His middle name is Roberts. with an S because he was the first baby born
During
during
Mr. Roberts.
during Mr. Roberts on Broadway.
And then right after me was Peter Fonda.
Yeah.
He was born to Henry right afterwards.
When are you writing your autobiography, dear?
You know, I just happen to have this pile of.
Are you pitching it? Okay, we're gonna do the Misha Barak, then we're gonna talk more. Let me just get my names. Okay, so hold on.
And I'm going to say, hey, Seth,
Yes, Priscilla?
I'm going to say the name because I type it in every week, but it's hard to pronounce. So I'm going to say it this week. Mike Samansky.
Okay.
Mike
So
Sam-
I'll have you go first, and then we'll go to me.
Oh, okay, everybody. One big send out the healing. We need it. The source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our life a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
So these are the names that need some healing. Rusty, who would you like to add?
Mike Samansky, Valerie Geller, Marilyn Ruda.
I'm going to add Kelly Easton. I'm going to add Rabbi Anita Smith, Goldberg, Melissa Goldberg, Phyllis Sobel, Alan Sobel, Dan Guterman, Raffaelli, Barbie Stern, Mark Naxon, Ellen Feldberg, Joe Rosengard, Larry Freindlich, Michael Berkowitz, Adrian Hyde, Mary Lee Blumberg, Karen Baker, Oscar Serna, Teresa Lambertson, Trina Bathana Murray, Foster, Tree Herstein, Penny Higdon, Cynthia Parr, Irving Prangler, Marshall Lazarus, Louis Dobin, Rosen, Stephanie Zaft, Stacy Roth, Anthony Wheeling, Carl Milstein, Michael Meyerson, Joyce Greenberg, of course, Aaron Lazar, Yakov Trofeld, Kathy Smith, Steve Silverman, the people of Iran who are really struggling and practically strong, Yakov Tronfeld. And if anyone has anyone else, can you just think about them right now and send them some delicious healing from the adults and Olympics? Let's hear them.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Okay, that was an amazing audition to play the parents in Next to Normal. Tom?
I would say so for sure.
I mean,
Beautiful.
and Rusty is the daughter. It's all coming together.
I'll go see it wherever it is.
When your younger daughter, okay.
All good. That's so beautiful. That melody's by Debbie Friedman. And by the way, today is the anniversary of, sadly, the birthday of Chita Rivera, who passed away. And I'm standing like this because James got a lot of really great stuff from Chita's auction after she passed away because we were good friends with her. So there's one really cool picture of her doing rocks. Oh, there it is. This is just this cool, like this. These are just from our house. Like this picture of Gwen in the middle of rehearsing Chicago. Then there's a picture that Chita had of her and Antonio Banderas.
Oh, wow.
Then Chita had an autographed picture of Captain. No. Okay. Hold on. Then I'm just going to show you more. she also had, hold on, just standing there. This is a horrible angle. It's going on my cleavage. This is from her restaurant. She had a restaurant called Sheeta's, and she had all these incredible photos on the wall. And like this, I mean, look at that.
We saw those when we were at your house.
Right, when you came over.
Mhm.
I mean, there's Cell Block Tango.
I touched all of those things.
Oh,
Isn't this the coolest? I remember, Laura, that's so cool. You got to see that. I feel like I have one good picture of us with Sheeta somewhere. But anyway, happy heavenly birthday to Sheeta Rivera. And now comes the part of the Broadway Shabbat where we talk about our bar mitzvah. Tom Kitt, were you bar mitzvah?
I was in March of 1987.
And do you remember? Someone asked me today what my parsha was about. I have zero memory. Do you know what your parsha was about?
Oh God, I did know. Yes, of course I did, but I can't remember.
Neither can I. Now, were you that annoying composer style? And you're like, I'm going to rewrite the melody.
No, I took it very seriously, and I really practiced. I felt like I was in good voice, but what I remember is that I had this really bad crack, and it's on videotape because we VHS recorded it, and it's right in the Via Hafta on the word Asher, and I always remember Asher. It's the horrible thing they do that they give you that moment, your 13-year age, to have to go and sing in front of everybody.
I don't want to brag, but I sounded amazing at mine. But my voice was totally not changing it. Maybe your voice was changing. I was like full belt. Like, were you like right in the middle?
I was right in the middle. It was still, yeah. A lot of those high notes that kind of disappeared in the next couple of years.
Tom, when I started my Torah portion, the cantor, Darth Vader, sitting against the wall in the back, and I started singing, and my nerves drove me to start way too high. And I start singing, and louder than you can possibly ever imagine, you hear from the back where he's sitting, not so high.
Not so high.
A, he was looking out for you. B, side story, Anthony Rapp was on the national tour of King and I as a little boy with Yul Brynner. And he joined the tour in the middle in the early 80s. He was like 11 years old. And it's the final scene where the king Yul Brynner was basically dead. And Anthony Rapp's supposed to go like, Mother, the boat. And first time on, it was a giant arena. And Yul Brynner is basically dead. And Anthony goes, Mother, the boat. And Yul Brynner goes from his deathbed, louder. So same story. Okay, favorite gift, Tom Kitt. Do you remember any gifts from your bar mitzvah?
Oh wow, favorite gift. What was it?
We all just got money or cross pens in my day.
Yeah, it was probably something like that.
Rusty Frank, what about you back in the 20s? What did you get?
Yeah,
An orange?
20s. No, I did an adult bat mitzvah when I was 26, so double 13. And I did it because every family event, it was a funeral. And I thought, we got to have something that's happy to celebrate. So I decided to do an adult bat mitzvah. And I don't remember any presents, but I remember I was part of the San Francisco tap troupe at the time. And the tap troupe did a whole number at the party afterwards.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is fabulous. So you can do it in adult bar mitzvah. Lorna, you were not bas mitzvah, but you're thinking of doing one at some point.
When I'm 83, Lizzie's going to train me, and I'm going to do it when I'm 83.
My honor. And we'll have it in a Broadway theater.
Jay Keith, there's still time for your bar mitzvah.
Sure.
We talked about an adult b'nai mitzvah for the Jewish Bway Alliance.
Yeah.
I had a great uncle who did his when he was in his 80s. So anything could happen. But I was the only kind of Judaism we were raised with. We did celebrate Hanukkah for a few years until one year we opened the holiday box and the menorah wasn't in it, and that was it. We were done.
Who has the energy? I asked Jay Keith why his name is Jay Keith, and it's a sort of a Jewish reason, but I had a comment. Jay Keith, why is your name Jay Keith and not just Keith or James, whatever?
Well, the joke answer is that the J stands for Jewish. But the real answer is I was named after my grandfather, James, in the Jewish tradition. He died before I was born. But nobody really cared for the name, including my parents and myself. And so I was actually always called Keith. But then I wanted to honor him in some way by adding the initial because I didn't want to be called James or Jim or Jimmy. And that's why I go by Jay Keith to honor my grandfather.
Okay, so here's my issue. In the Jewish tradition, you name the child after the first initial, not the name. So if they didn't like the name James, they could have named you anything but. So did your parents know what the actual tradition was, or were they on Manischewitz and like what's happening?
My father, I assure you, did not know, but my mother should have. But if I had been born a girl, I would have been named Jacqueline. So there would have been that.
Ooh, Charlie's Angels.
That was the reason, yes.
Thank you. Cantor Lizzie Weiss, Was it one of those annoying things that your b'nai, whatever, triplet bas mitzvah, like everyone has to get the exact same present, or it's not fair?
I was not brought up. Hold on, I'm going to try and share this picture. Let's see if this works. Well, let me do it. I was not brought up in a household where we were ever allowed to use the excuse of like it's not fair. If that makes sense. Like you're a triplet, life. You know, there's us. Do you see me now? Do you see?
Oh
us?
yeah, hold on. Whoa, this.
Wait.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, slow down.
Wait, slow down. Yeah.
You slow down.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I'll go back. There's the three of us with my parents in 1997.
Fantastic.
There's the three of us.
Wow.
There. Oh, hold on. There we are. Triplets.
Oh.
I think there was one more. Oh, I wanted to show you because every kid has this picture. This was the Hadassah fashion show. It's the one time I was a model.
Your makeup is on par because you were going, I assume, as a streetwalker. Really wonderful.
Yeah. So, and then also, I don't have the picture today, but this was a picture of us that for our B'nai Mitzvah invitation, we redid that shot as very, very awkward 12-year-olds.
That's so smart. Oh, she's got.
It went away.
She was trying to show it, and then the next thing I know,
Oh no.
well, I will follow
You
it
got the
then.
hook.
She'll be back. But how about Tom Kitt? What is this, dear? I just see a very attractive family.
This is my family with that's the like bar mitzvah portrait.
Are you standing in the back?
That's me to the left. That's my older brother in the middle, and my sister to the right, and then.
Oh wait, you're to the left. You're that young,
Yeah, that's me.
and your voice still cracked.
Yeah.
All right, here's Cantor Lizzie Weiss. 1, 2. Cantor, you deleted yourself.
Literally, I tried to press stop share, but instead I pressed leave studio.
Passive aggressive towards yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, I want to keep reminding people, I keep forgetting that we are finally a 501c3, the Jewish Bway Alliance. We just became it. If you want to join the mailing list, we're going to go to the Anne Frank house. There's the museum exhibit next week in New York. I want to do like a Jewish Bway Alliance trip there. So I'm going to send an email about that. Plus, you can finally donate to the 501c3. Just email me. I'll give you details. We're building a website. We're getting an executive director. And I'm buying a new house for myself. I'm not skimming any money off the top. You guys stop. Anyway, we're 501c3, inappropriate. And like that gets sent to the government. Okay, so we're going to close as we always do with some Jewish joy, which is Tom Kitt. I told him to come and play the piano and sing something under pressure. Tom, have you decided what you're going to do, or are you still in a panic?
I have decided.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, so Tom, you take over the piano. Tell me, first let's decide what this balance is like. So here, you planted at the piano, and I'll get a nice view of you. I think we can do, hold on. Very, very photogenic. Hold on. I'm going to move you to here.
Your music helps so many. I coached so many kids for college auditions who sang your music.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember what the top one was of like every girl sang it. And
The one with the Mozart, people love that.
yes, that one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, why am I forgetting?
Yes, everything else. So Tom,
Everything else is okay. Yeah.
Great.
Don't sit down anymore.
What's this? Okay, but let me first ask you, what's this balance like? So if you're singing like, my name is Tom Kitt, I can pass. You can hear piano and voice together?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to mute your asses. F to the off, F to the off. Okay.
So I thought about what to play, and this is a song. It's a song that means a lot to my family. I think of Shabbat, I think of Jewish holiday, I think of ritual, I think of family, and it's a song by one of my favorite composers, also a Jewish composer, Paul Simon. It's called Hearts and Bones, and on the subject of Next Normal, it also happens to be one of Brian Yorkie's favorite songs. And when I used to play piano bar, Brian would show up and always ask that I play this.
Hold on. I did piano bar for years. What piano bar were you in?
I was it was called Stella Del Mare. It was in Murray Hill. Sadly, it doesn't exist anymore, but it was on 39th and Lexington, and I played for parts of 14 years.
Oh my God, I did Rose's Turn for like 14 years. That's so weird that we never, I never had you sub for me. All right, here we go. So here's a little of Brian Yorkie's favorite.
1½ wandering Jews, free to wander wherever they choose, are traveling together. Sangre de Cristo, blood of Christ, mountains of New Mexico. On the last leg of the journey they started a long time ago. The ark of a love affair, rainbows in the high desert air, mountains passing, slipping into storm, hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones. Thinking back to the season before, looking back through the cracks in the door. Two people were married, the act was outrageous, the ride was contagious. Well, she burned like a bride. These events may have had some effect on the man with the girl by his side. The ark of a love affair, his hands rolling down her hair. Love like lightning shaking till it moans. Hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones. Oh, she said, why don't we drive through the night? We'll wake up down in Mexico. Oh, I don't know nothing about no Mexico. Tell me why won't you love me for who I am, whoever I am? She said, 'cause that's not the way the world is, baby. This is how I love you, baby. This is how I love you, baby. 1½ wandering Jews return to their natural coast to resume old acquaintances and step out occasionally and speculate who have been damaged the most. Easy time will determine if these consolations will be their rewards. The ark of a love affair, waiting to be restored. You take two bodies and you twirl them into one. Oh, their hearts and their bones, oh, they won't come undone. Hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones.
Okay, we love, okay, Tom, you're so talented. We love Paul Simon. Everyone's applauding you. And Winnie's wagging her tail. That was so lovely. I don't even, what album is that from?
Hearts and Bones.
That's like the name of the album?
That's the name of the album, yeah.
Very on the nose. Okay, for our Jewish viewers out there, I know you're working on a lot of new shows. Can you talk about the famous Jewish author that you're turning into a musical?
Yes, I'm currently working on a musical adaptation of a Philip Roth novel called The Ghostwriter.
Oh.
Yes, Queen. Okay, we approve of that. Okay, in conclusion, before we go, Jay Keith, is there any burning next to normal question you've been dying to ask Tom Kitt?
Will you come to my show that Seth and Julie Klausner are on Monday at 7 o'clock at the JCC?
This coming Monday? Saturday?
Yes.
I would love to come. I'm sadly I can't because I have something that evening. But
The hell do you have on a
Next
Monday night? Oh, it's a dark night. Okay, well, that wasn't really a next to normal question, but I like that you're hawking. It's Go Fact Yourself. It's at the JCC. Go Fact Your Pod.
Like a podcast.
Sounds expensive. By the way, here's another cheetah. This is her rehearsing Sweet Charity. Can you see that? The movie. There's Bob Fosse with the cigarette and Cy Coleman. All right, kiddies. Lizzie, great to see you. Lembeck's great to see you. Rusty, I love the surprise. Thank you to Jay Keith for now he's going to be learning how to be bar mitzvah soon. We can't wait till that happens. Kit for finally making up for that horrific parsha that we heard about. That almost ruined Judaism 20 years ago. All right. In conclusion, see you guys next week. Thanks, everybody. Bye, Lembecks. Bye, viewers.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shalom, bye, and team. And